In Chapter 3-4 of Radiant Dawn, the Laguz Alliance has gained ground but has yet to inflict any damage on the Central Army. This time, the strategy is to lure the enemy in so they can be flanked from multiple sides. But this strategy falls apart entirely when Zelgius challenges Skramir to a duel. Skramir, of course, accepts and rushes off to 1v1 Zelgius, forcing Ike's group to pursue him so they can rescue him. This is a rather unremarkable map where we must have Ike and Ranulf arrive at the top of the cliffs, but there's no time pressure, few actual threats, and not much in the ways of loot. But if you think about it differently, this is also one of the rare opportunities in Part 3 where we have all the time in the world to use XP grinding methods to our heart's content. The Grill mercenaries have two healers, Riss and Mist, and just like Laura, they can both benefit greatly from staff XP gain. For my purposes, I figure that Mist is slightly more useful to grind because her tier 3 class gives her a horse, greatly increasing her mobility. So I give Mist the Paragon skill and fill her inventory with heal staves. For this map, we get Ranulf, Kai'Sa, and Lyre as new units, but unfortunately they are all Laguz units, and so I will not use any of them. After defeating the initial waves of enemies on the map, most of the remaining foes just sit there and are not aggressive until you move into range, allowing me to lure them out individually and have Mist repeatedly spam heal. My setup is to move her around with an unarmed Shinon, whose provoke skill greatly encourages enemies to attack him even though Mist is also in range. This allows for easy healing without the need for a more complicated setup. With this, I'm able to power level Mist into a level 60 Valkyrie in only around 15 minutes. Once I clear the map, I have Ike and Ranulf arrive at the top to complete the chapter. Despite spending more than 200 turns waiting for Mist to completely cap her level, we somehow arrive just in time to see Skramir get bodied by Zelgius, whose unique combat animations are definitely not shared with another character because that will be ridiculous. Zelgius decides to spare Skramir and chooses not to crush the Alliance because the Apostle will want a peaceful end to the conflict. But unfortunately, the Apostle has been unreachable for some time, indicating the possibility of an internal power struggle in the Empire.